Okay, today I'm going to do a quick vid just to kind of give you some insight on how I think what prepping is all about and how I practice prepping, but also to inspire you that you can save yourself a lot of money by being more do-it-yourself or self-sufficient. Now I'll tell you, I had a problem here, and this is what led to this whole video. Every year, all year round, especially in the winter and fall, when I'm hunting or I'm winter camping, I get a ton of spray in bad weather that comes up from underneath the tires here and sprays all over my trailer. So I had this problem where I'm fighting the spray and the mud and the rocks that hit this all the time. In fact, it was so bad that I ended up getting this bead blasted, and I had this trailer painted this year. But I wanted to solve that problem this year. So I went to an RV place and I checked out the Mudflaps because I wanted some big ones that would fit across the back, and they wanted like $200 for the cheapest one, or $300. And I don't mind paying a fair price, but that just seemed crazy to me. There's just not enough material there. You know, my time's worth money too. I don't want to piddle around with the small stuff, but it's, you know, when something's like $200, $300 for Mudflaps, it's definitely worth my time to try to do something about that myself. So I went back home and thought about it a little bit, and this is what I came up with to solve my spray dilemma. All right, here's my answer to the $200 or $300 Mudflap ripoff. Now, the ones I were looking at were the ones that you can take on and off your receiver hitch, which is what I wanted to recreate here. So I went out and invested in some 3/4 inch by 6 foot bar stock steel, and then I went to my local service center for semis and I bought some nice Mudflaps 24 by 24 inch. The bar stock steel cost me $14 at Fleet and Farm. The Mudflaps, 2 of them, cost me $6.50 a piece. This cost me $2 at Fleet and Farm, and then a handful of hardware here cost me another $5. So that's what I've got into it so far, give or take, what, 14, 6, 20, maybe less than $30. Okay, to start with, I'm going to rough this steel up a little bit and then paint it black. Put some primer on real quick. If you're wondering what that is, that's my urine sample. I got to take that in tomorrow. Yeah. While that's drying, I'm going to measure from the road to the top of my receiver. Just 19.5 inches. Then I'm going to measure 19.5 inches up from the bottom of my Mudflap. And I'm going to use a straight edge with black marker. It won't show up. And that's where I'm going to drill my 4 mounting holes, and that's where I'll put that 3/4 inch steel, which should bring it up just enough to clear the bottom of the road. This looks pretty dry to me, so I'm going to put on the black now. I kind of scan the instructions. I'm a guy, so I don't have to read instructions. And it said something like, you know, put on the first coat, wait 20 minutes, blah blah blah. You know, do this, wait to dry. I hate waiting for paint to dry, so I'm not even gonna wait. I'm just putting it on there. See, if you don't read instructions, you don't have to worry about crap like that. All right, I'm gonna drill 5 holes, and this is how I'm gonna mount this thing to the steel bar. And what I've done is I've lined this up on the line that I drew and about in the middle. I'm kind of eyeballing here, kind of in the middle of these thick sections. So I'll drill these holes out. Okay, I'm lining the mat up on the bar steel, and using a punch, I'm just going to make a mark where the holes are and then drill the holes through. Okay, got my holes drilled, put my mat on. And I'll put the bolts through and screw this mat on. When I'm done with the Mudflap holes, I'm going to find the middle here, which is 3 feet, and then drill some holes for the U-bolt. Okay, I've got all the bolts and washers on. Now I'm going to put it onto the steel bar. Okay, let's tighten 10 of these down. Oops. Just think, I could have been doing a Glock review. Yeah, that's what we need, another Glock review, dude. Tactical frickin' Glocks. There's that side. That's the other side. It's ready. There we go. Just clears. Nice. Real nice. That's real nice. I like it. Finny, is that worth less than 30 bucks and maybe 30-40 minutes of my time. I think so. Over 200 or 300 bucks. Hey man, and that looks good. Time will tell. We'll see how it tests out, but I think I'm going to get plenty of coverage from spray with these babies. Nice. Very nice. Ooh, wait! Enos! Enos, come here, boy! Look at these mud flaps! Why, they look just like mamas. Yep. I'd have to be a brain-damaged possum boy not to know these look just like mamas. Only mama had those chrome, pretty, naked trucker women on there. Those were a lot classier. Woo! I haven't seen mud flaps like that in ages. Nice. Really nice mud flaps, Enos. This is like redneck heaven.